some more rock and roll? You want some more rock and roll? Does anybody know Roundabout?